Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Forbearance, a drama about a dude who gets cancer. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's what? It's the Pineys, books 1 through 9, available at Amazon.com. Sold a bunch yesterday. Thank you very much. Little Joan kept me up all night for no reason. And today I called her Little Turd. Right, Little Turd? Yes. All right, Forbearance is a low-budget drama with a bit of a different cut in terms of the trailer. It's cut very sort of softly. You know, it's not a lot of harsh cuts. It is a drama. So they're creeping in the actors' credits here. It's a little different than your average drama trailer. Not as intense. They're kind of like, feels like a slow roll. And the basic premise is the main character, I think it's this guy, finds out he has stage 4 cancer. He's going to die. He refuses treatment. It's a drama about why he refuses treatment. I think eventually they talk him to getting it, and then he goes into treatment, and the ending, I mean, it could go either way on a drama like this. And I think he has unresolved things with his brother, perhaps. Here he is getting sick after the treatments. Directed by Lana Reed. I mean, it's not bad. It's a low-budget affair. I think the actors are doing good. I'm not crazy about the name, Forbearance. It's a weird, it's kind of an odd name. And I'm big on titles, so I would have gone with something else. I don't know. But the acting seems solid. Cast seems good. Available on Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, YouTube Movies, cable, and satellite on demand August 30th. After a sudden terminal cancer diagnosis, a teacher and her factory worker husband work to save their marriage from the teetering edge of divorce. Featuring Vernon Wells, Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior. Oh. I've seen those movies. Commando, The Power Rangers. So he's the doctor in the beginning of it. Aha. All right, let's go back to him. So that guy right there. So that's their big name. And you know, for a low budget feature, that's a good role for your big name. You shoot all the doctor's scenes all in one day, essentially, maybe two, and then you know, you cut him loose. You send him on his way. Maybe there's one other shot in the hospital, but mostly it's just in the doctor's office, if you can write it that way. It's a solid way. You have a star, he's your name, and then you put him in the movie, but you kind of space him out so the audience sees him once in a while, and then it feels more like a quote-unquote real movie, not that you just got a star for 5 minutes and then he left. So obviously he would, you know, they would keep consulting him during the course of the movie. Now, I'm not a big fan of these kinds of dramas because I find them sad and depressing. But, you know, ladies, this sounds like something for you. It looks fairly well made. I mean, you know, I mean, this is a real drama. It's a real issue. I mean, people find out they have cancer and then their lives kind of fall apart. So, and then, you know, what do? He doesn't want treatment. I think I'm guessing that's his brother. And then his mother and his wife are trying to deal with him. And, you know, he's mad. Maybe he gets drunk. You know, you know, it's intense. I don't like that kind of intensity in my movies. It's too sad for me. I've known people, maybe it's because I'm older, I don't know. I've known people who've died of cancer, and it's just too sad. I don't want to relive it. But if you like that kind of drama, you know, this is real drama. So kudos to the movie makers for tackling an issue. But maybe he survives at the end. Or maybe he doesn't survive, but he settles everything. You know what I mean? Like, he comes to grips with his mortality, and then maybe he says goodbye to all his friends, and he discovers things about himself he wouldn't otherwise discovered because he's sort of running short on time, and then he dies, but he kind of dies happy. I mean, there's a couple of ways this could go. He could either survive, or he could die, but he went on this incredible journey, and kind of him and his friends will always remember him, that kind of thing. So it could end hopefully. I would think. I mean, you wouldn't want the thing to just like, oh, their lives fall apart and it's just awful. But you would want some kind of hope at the end of a film like this. At the very least, what I just said about, like, the guy dies, but he puts his life in order and really, comes to terms with things that he might have just kept bottled up the rest of his life. But, right, he would be alive, I know. So good on you. It looks well done. Freestyle digital media. So look for this on Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, YouTube Movies, cable, and satellite on demand. I mean, this is indie film. This is indie film. August 30th. So if you like these kinds of films, I would definitely check it out. Because at the very least, you're going to get a different perspective. At the very least. Even if the movie's like a little weird to you because it's not quite got the sheen of a Hollywood movie, it's going to be fine because it's like that gives it a different feel. You know what I mean? Maybe a little homier, maybe a little more interesting. It may not. I mean, it could suck, but I think what is here looks good. It looks decent. They're trying stuff. They got this nice shot here. The two, I don't know if they're brothers hugging or friends or whatever. That's a nice shot. You don't always get that with a big Hollywood movie, where you get some shot you've seen a million times. It gets boring. This, at least, probably, if you've seen a bunch of dramas, this might have some surprise in it. Maybe they tried some new things. So I encourage you to check out Forbearance. And that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble. That's right, Little Joan. For our more base takes. And we're doing a Hollywoke hot take and a news blast, Joan. News blast. What else? I think that's it. Is that it? Oh, I forgot. New product today at my Redbubble store. I've been meaning to make this for a while. The pizza pillow. It's a pillow that looks like pizza. So check it out. And that's it. We'll see you tomorrow.